Good morning, Clydesdale, and everybody else watching this video. Today is, what day is it? What is this? What is today? Today is Tuesday. I'm on my way. I'm going to be heading all the way out to Allentown, Pennsylvania today. Deliver the load that I have behind me. All right, trailer staying on. That's good. That's good. So we're just leaving Pilot. We're going to head on out, go out to Pennsylvania. I'm going to make sure all my wheels are spinning on the trailer. I did not set the trailer brakes last night at all. I didn't want them to freeze up, so I left them released all night. So that was good. So yeah, today we're heading out to Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're going to deliver this. I'm hearing some air leak. Maybe I'm not. Do you hear that? I think it's just my turbo. I think the turbo is just whistling a little bit, and since it's still cold, it's a little heavy right now. I don't have my next load yet. Hopefully it won't be too long, and I'll get that. That way I can start trip planning that, see where I'm going to be heading for all the time and everything that I'll have for today. But we're going to hit the road here. I'm still hearing it. Nothing was leaking earlier when I did my pre-trip and everything. It's going to be a good day. We actually got some sunshine today. It's not just that blah, gray overcast for once. That's always nice. Even though we are coming into wintertime. I mean, here we are, what, December 20th or something like that. So yeah, it's that time of year where it starts just getting gray and nasty out. But at least the sun is up. Not too bad as far as cloud coverage right now. I'm sure it'll be a little bit different once we get out into the mountains in Pennsylvania there, but we'll say it's good. I'm just gonna go. Time locally here in Ohio is 10 a.m. It's going to be a good day. We're just going to keep saying that. Keep repeating it. It's going to be a good day. Sugar and peppermint mocha from Dunkin'. I got to stay at home last night because of where I was, the time I was coming through. It worked out good. I went home for the night and got to sleep in bed at home. Helped my wife get the kids to school this morning. And then we went to Dunkin' real quick, went back home, and then I took out from there. It's always nice when you get that night at home here and there. And with what I do in my service area, I can be home 1 or 2 nights a week, and then pretty much every weekend for my reset, which is really nice, especially when you got a wife and 3 kids, and you know, you got dogs and cats. It's a whole thing. So it's nice to be home like that. It's a lot better than being out for 2-3 weeks and then home for like 2 days. And like when Jeff and I were teaming with the last company, that's kind of what it was. You're going to be out for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and then you were home for like a day and a half, 2 days, and then back out. And that company, we had our issues with them. You know, they weren't paying us. They duped us from the Stizzart, and it just was not working out. We tried to get them to fix a few things, and they didn't seem to want to put any effort into it. So we finally said, no, we're out of here. Took the truck back to that terminal, and this company here, you know, they got us a rental car, and we literally cleaned out the truck at that terminal, jumped in the rental, and went straight up to the next terminal, and the following day started orientation. It was perfect. It just worked out great. This company has been so good to me since the whole process of just talking to recruiting about the company. They've been really good. But we had so many issues with that last company, and we were trying to tell the fleet team, hey, listen, we're stuck here, we're stuck here, we're stuck there, whatever the case may be. They'd give us a trailer number at a shipper, and we're driving around looking for it. You know, these are big Walmart distribution centers. These things are massive. Like out in California, I mean, these things are huge. There's 5 or 6 different buildings on the property, and there's just thousands of trailers. We cannot find that trailer anywhere. We check in with line haul, and they're just like, well, no, that trailer, we don't have that number in the system, and this and that. So we try to get a hold of the fleet team, and they're like, no, the trailer's there. No, it's not. Anyways, it's a big back and forth with them all the time. And then when we went out to like upper management about it, letting them know, hey, you know, this is what's going on. You know, we've had so many issues like this. You know, we broke down in Arizona, and they were towing the truck to North Las Vegas to go to a dealership to get it repaired there. So they put us in a hotel in Arizona, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And when I put the pictures of Jeff on the screen, and like there's like the railroad tracks behind him and stuff, that was right behind the hotel where we were in Arizona. And I mean, we went on hikes through the desert back there, and it was down there near what was it, Slaughterhouse Canyon, just the whole desert back there. So we went for hikes and stuff, but we were calling every day to find out what was going on with the truck, and they're just like, oh no, there's a legal issue here. You know, we're trying to get that situated. Okay, so we were sitting there, we were at that hotel for like 7 days, making zero money. They weren't paying us breakdown pay. They weren't taking care of us at all. So I called them up, and I said, listen, Jeff and I are about ready to get a rental car and just drive all the way back to Ohio, or, you know, get a plane ticket or something and go back and just cut our losses. Like, we're sick of this. And they're like, well, no, let's not do that. You know, we have a truck up in Utah that you guys can use as a loaner. Well, it's been 7 days now, you tell us? I'm like, okay. So they're like, well, you know, we're going to get you to Utah tomorrow then, and you can grab that loaner truck. Okay, how are we getting to Utah then? Like, oh, we're going to put you on a bus. Fair enough, I guess. Whatever. Like, that's a long drive on a bus, but okay, that's fine. So the next day, they're like, oh, you know, you need to get a ride out to this bus station or something at some little truck stop in the middle of nowhere out there with no cell phone service, nothing. They're like, you need to get there. Oh, okay, great. So they got us a lift, and we went down there, and it was probably like, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, local time there. We get to this little truck stop, and we go check in. The bus isn't even going to be there until like 4 p.m. Well, now we're stuck, sitting at this little truck stop. We waited around there all day. Bus shows up, and then the bus just went to somewhere near Vegas. We're like, we get off the bus. Well, here now there's a 5-hour layover before the next bus shows up that's going up to Utah. I'm like, you're kidding me. We gotta sit around here at this bus station now for 5 hours, and then from there the destination is still about 3 hours away from where they said that the loaner truck was at. We're like, oh man, this is getting ridiculous. Well, there's no rental cars available anywhere, so I was able to rent a U-Haul. Got a box truck from U-Haul. I called for a lift, paid for that out of pocket, on top of so many other things, which I'll get into all that in a whole separate video. But this guy takes us to U-Haul. We show up 3 minutes before they closed. And I go walking in there, they're shutting lights off and they're locking doors. I'm like, no, I have a reservation. So I was able to get the box truck, and we went to the dealership where our truck was at. And now it's late at night by the time we even got there. And we show up, we walked in, and there was a guy there, and I said, listen, our truck is here, we have stuff in it, we're going to get a loaner truck, is there any way possible we can get our stuff out of that? I can verify any information that you need to prove that that is our truck. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, get your stuff out of there. So that's what we did. We loaded up this U-Haul out of that truck, and we drove through the night all the way up into Utah there, and we got to the truck, got the loaner truck, and it was just absolutely nasty inside. I can't even tell you how absolutely disgusting it was in there. It was terrible. I'm not going to go into detail in case you're eating while you're watching this video, but it was just horrible. So then we went down the road, dropped the U-Haul off, and then right down the road about another mile there was a TA Express, and we went and bobtailed and parked there. And I messaged into the fleet team, and I said, all right, this is where we are. We have the loaner. We got our stuff out of the other truck from North Las Vegas at the dealership at Kenworth, because it was a T680 that we had. And it was basically like a no thanks to you, but we have our stuff now. I mean, this is where we are. Turned in all the receipts for it. Didn't get a dime. And yeah, there's other ways that we could have handled that whole situation there, but when you're sitting in the middle of nowhere with nothing, everything's in that truck. You know, we're trying to do laundry at this little rundown roadway inn. We have the DoorDash food. We DoorDash to Walmart, or not DoorDash to Walmart. We took a lift to Walmart, but we're not making any money at all. Halfway, well, more than halfway across the country from home. It was an absolute nightmare. I'm not sure why I got on that rant right there. I don't remember what I was talking about with that. Oh, going home. Yeah, so we were supposed to be out for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then home for about 2 days, and then go back out. And we were dedicated going from Indiana to California, and then down to Oklahoma City and back up, and then just keep making that loop. Man, it was bad. Oh, it was so bad. But where I'm at now, I don't have a single bad thing to say about where I'm at now. I have a good truck. I have a good dispatch team. I have no complaints. Everybody there is just phenomenal. And everybody has their own experiences everywhere you go. Some people have good experiences, some people have bad experiences. That's just the way it works. There are people at that last company where Jeff and I were that they're having a great time. They're making really good money. Good for them. For us, it didn't work. So we moved on. But all in all, very happy with where I'm at. They definitely take care of me. Definitely. This is one of those situations where you have an oversized load in front of you and you just can't really get past them too much because there's a line of traffic passing them on the left, and I don't want to squeeze in there because, see, I'm almost at the 95. I believe there's a bridge near the 97-ish, I think, if I remember correctly. And I do not want to pass him on a bridge because he's going to need to sit basically in the middle almost. And I don't want to be an issue there. So, I don't know. I mean, we're down to 60 miles an hour here behind him. Sometimes down a little bit lower, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't know how far he's going, but like that bridge there, yeah, I could have passed him, I'd be over the line, but what's the point? I don't need to put myself in a situation or put him in a situation just for, you know, a little bit more speed. Now, if I know I can get past him, I will, but right this second, I don't feel that it's necessary. Oh, amazing real mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise. Here's that bridge I was talking about. See, if he needs to get over that far, I think that pilot car behind him, or the Escort, or whatever they're called, I think they need to kind of go left and, you know, block traffic a little bit. Now I think it's going to be open here, so let's see what we can do. All right, this was just a quick little potty break and to swap out to a Diet Mountain Dew. I was gonna buy a bottle of water earlier at Pilot when I was there, but I didn't even go in. So, oh well, we're gonna get back on the road here. This wasn't a break to reset my clock or anything. This was just to have a quick little break, and now we're gonna get back on the road here. I know that map's gonna, I hate when that map pops up. Hate that. The oversized load never ended up passing him. There wasn't really a good spot to do that, so I didn't. I was gonna be taking that rest area anyway, so I didn't even really consider it too much. Back on the highway. Oh yeah, feels good to drive today. Feels really good. Oh, where's my armrest? It's gone. There it is. All right. Beautiful weather today. Temperatures right now is sitting around 31, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Local time, it's about 12:50 p.m. Making really good time. Good time, good weather. This here's a VNL 860 Globetrotter passing us there. Those are nice Volvos. It's an older one. We're gonna just keep on trucking down the highway here and just try to keep the wheels turning. I got probably about 175 miles to the receiver now. So when I'm there, I'm gonna drop this load in a dock. I'm gonna grab an empty, kind of pull off to the side somewhere I'll park, and then I'll take my break there, because there's plenty of room in certain areas. So I'll park there and I'll take my actual 30-minute break, reset my clock. I did get my next load. That's all scheduled now. And I did accept it. I went ahead and took it. It's all the way back out in Ohio. So I'm gonna deliver this, take my break, and then try to make it as far as I can. It's a live load, 11 a.m. Central Time. So that's 12 p.m. local time. And it's a live load. Shouldn't take too long. So the farther I make it tonight, the later I can leave tomorrow. And that load is going up to Wisconsin, but it doesn't deliver tomorrow, it delivers the following day. So tomorrow's Tuesday, today's Tuesday. We've established this before early in the video, didn't we? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. So tomorrow, so pick up Wednesday, it delivers on Thursday by noon Central Time. So that ain't bad. Depending on where I go, if I stop in Brookville, Pennsylvania at the 78, I can get that load and get up into Wisconsin tomorrow night. That'll put me about a 570 mile day, maybe 580. Right? Yeah, about 580, 590 miles tomorrow. That would be ideal. If I could make it up into like the Pleasant Prairie, Kenosha area, just park. That'll be simple for tomorrow then. Or the following day. What'd we say? Thursday. How do I not know what day it is today? That's ridiculous. Get a calendar, driver. Man. I'll figure it out one of these days. I promise you that. I will. And I don't know if you can see the dash from where you're at, but my engine light's back on. And that was that whole fuss about having it at the dealership not too long ago. They had it taken care of. It did really good for about 2-3 days. And then fired up the truck this morning, engine light's on. And it was on and off yesterday through Indiana. It would come on, say check engine fault, and then a couple miles down the road it would turn off. So I don't know. We'll see what it is. Look at that view. I don't like driving in Pennsylvania, but man, some of the views that you get, you don't get this stuff in Ohio. You don't even get this in Indiana. That's beautiful. I love the mountains. That's actually why I named my company Mountain Storm Enterprise. My wife and I formed our own LLC, and we're a legit company called Mountain Storm Enterprise. I love the mountains. I love bad weather. Love it all. It's a good looking view. Good looking view. Dark out, which is so typical. Local time right now is almost 8 p.m. No, it's not. What time is it? Almost 7 p.m. actually. Sorry, I was thinking of something different apparently, time zone wise. I don't know, whatever. Still in Pennsylvania on 80, heading westbound. On our way back to Ohio to be able to grab that load for tomorrow. I'm not going to make it to Ohio tonight. It's just impossible with the amount of hours I have left. I'm sitting at 3 hours left on my clock. I'm probably going to drive for another 2.5 maybe. Try to make it to Brookville and park there. That way I can try to get up to Wisconsin tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow late evening, nighttime, somewhere around there. Be able to park, shut down, and then pick it up first thing in the morning. So that's going to be the plan. And if anything else changes, obviously, then the plan will change. We got to kind of, I come up with a plan A and a plan B. And if those two plans don't work, we kind of have to just see how it goes and make it work somehow. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here because, just like always, when it gets to be nighttime, especially Pennsylvania, you can't see anything. Sorry about that. I have no idea what he just said. But Pennsylvania, you can't see anything, so it gets extremely dark on the highway, and on the cameras, you just can't see anything. So I'm not going to make you sit here and just watch a dark road listening to me blab on about nothing. So I appreciate you tuning in today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like these videos, leave me a comment. I really enjoy reading them and hearing from everybody. And as always, stay tuned. And if you're out there on the road right now, be safe.